Do you remember the first time you realized you could manifest your own reality? How did this make you feel, and what did you want to manifest? In general, how did you react to this mentally and emotionally? At this moment, a seed was sown, a vibration projected out into the universe to eventually return into your reality, ultimately creating more of your circumstances. So we should dissect what was actually projected in order to know what you're going to receive or what you have already received. I'll be the first to admit that when I first adapted the reality of manifestation and initially thought I can make my own reality, I instantly started doing everything I could to make the world of my dreams come to fruition. No hesitation. This was a very exciting phase of my spiritual journey due to the fire I possessed inside to shape a new world around me. My life at the time felt like an uncontrollable spiral towards misery due to not understanding the true nature of manifesting my circumstances, so this seemed like the best approach in order to make a significant shift in my lifestyle. I was doing everything I could, meditating with mantras and embracing vividly detailed visualizations, stating affirmations and stepping out of my average low vibration to reach temporary high levels of consciousness, but I realized something during this time that completely made me take a step back to reorder my whole perception of how to approach the law of attraction. The current way I was doing everything helped me a little on the physical level of personal development, but there were a few flaws that led my approach to be all wrong and left me feeling completely out of alignment. There was a couple things I failed to realize during this time that gave me feelings of emptiness and lack of true inspiration or even self-love and connection. When I went back to reflect, every problem I seemed to realize came under one root. I was only focused on receiving, not looking to give or provide anything to the universe around me. I began to see everything as a tool for my own personal use. Every relationship was about me getting closer to my goal, and the moment my intuition could cook up any potential vision of my desires, that was all I would see onward. This was the main flaw in my approach. These same circumstances and qualities of life I expected to receive through the path of manifestation wasn't being given to the world I lived in from me myself. In essence, I was looking to be provided for, not considering about how I could provide for others, which defined the whole vibration I was operating on. This was very far away from the abundant lifestyle I was looking for. My vibration was one of entitlement, extreme preservation, and a mentality of lack. After feeling lost for a while and realizing this approach was ineffective, I decided to dissect my current approach. It took me a bit of time and work, but I eventually discovered something called shadow work. Shadow work is the integration of the dark side of your character that you suppress based off your survival instincts you've developed since a young child. We suppress these pieces of ourselves not because they are truly all evil, but because we haven't learned how to use them in a creative manner. This is usually because they are introduced in a destructive manner as a young child and are never expanded upon. After learning these humbling facts about myself, I realized I had a lot of work to do, so I put my head down and got to it. Over time, my heart slowly began to soften and shift to a more compassionate vibe, placing love, connection, respect, and integrity at the forefront of my goals and values. This is when I started to realize a subtle shift in energy and people around me. Circumstances started becoming more harmonious, and every moment seemed like a perfect puzzle piece fitting into its predestined positioning. I truly interpreted my life experience as a reflection of the substance I sustained within my mind and emotions while ultimately projecting it outwardly. This helped me to move with more grace and compassion. In essence, we don't just have the ability to create our reality, we are co-creating our reality utilizing the laws of the universe as a blueprint, and we have to learn to speak the language of the universe. This is a universe of congruency, and you will never be able to receive the energy that you never provide yourself. We must truly adapt an attitude that feeds all life that is required to feed you yourself. Only then can we accurately submit our manifestations and unlock the world of our truest desires. So all in all, stop trying to manifest so hard if you haven't healed your traumas, because you will only manifest the path of your deepest shadows. Hotep family.